Yes, people, we're back on with another video, and in this video, we're going to be breaking down this building called the Pentagon. And in a few videos that are to come, we're going to be breaking down these government buildings and what really goes on inside them. Yes, people, you need to be aware of what goes on inside these buildings. Some of them are there just for show, and some of them are actually putting in the wicked works. So we have this one here, the Pentagon, which is based in Washington, D.C. You also have the White House in Washington, D.C. as well. So yeah, people, they have a lot of Babylon buildings in that Washington, D.C. So yeah, people, we're gonna talk about these buildings and discuss what really goes on inside them. So this building here, the Pentagon, they say that this is a military building. You can see here it says administrative building, but what are they administering? Yes, and then you can see at the bottom it says US military. So they say the US military operates in this building, and what you need to be aware about the military is that they have the military in all of these nations, but the military is not there to attack or defend other countries. No, the military is there to have control over the people within that nation. So yes, people, you need to be conscious of that. These people are not fighting for you, they are fighting against you. And that means they are watching you and spying on you. And that's what they do inside these buildings, people. Here is another shot of the building. You can see here we have a yacht basin. Yep. And we have big car parks here. A few separate car parks, yep, as you can see. And pay attention to the architecture of this building and how it has been designed. Doesn't look like a regular building. You can see that it is built in the symbol of a pentagon. And now we know that the devil and his wicked workers like to use signs and symbols. And the occult likes to use signs and symbols as well. They are hand in hand. The occult is the workers of the devil. You must understand that this building here, the Pentagon, is built that way for a reason. Because it is a pentagon shape which can fit a pentagram inside it. And they know this, and they're all fully aware of this. People that operate in this building and do the wicked works are aware that a pentagram can fit within this building, and it's all by design. And I'm going to show you that now. So here you are, people. You can see the pentagon shape, and you can see that the star, or if you wanted to flip that upside down, it will give you the pentagram. So yes, there it is, people. This is an occult symbol, and it represents Satanism, because it is the Satanists who use it. So be conscious of that, and be aware that this building is a big pentagram, a satanic symbol right in your face. So here we are, people. You can see that same star. If you flipped it upside down, you now have your pentagram, and you can see this is a satanic symbol with the goat head inside. And this is it, people. This is exactly what is going on inside that shape. You have the pentagram symbol, and you also have the satanic workers inside. And it's showing you through the signs and symbols. And if you are aware of these things, you are aware of what is behind it and what is going on behind it. So that's why we do these videos, people, to get the people on that level of consciousness and be aware of the things around them. So we viewed this on the channel before. If you haven't seen my video that viewed this stuff, I suggest going back and watching that. The video is called Signs and Symbols Rule the World. That is a BitChute exclusive as well. So you can see here, people, the way the roads are laid out. There is another pentagram. This is Washington, D.C. as well. And as you can see at the top there, there is the White House. So yeah, people, they've got a few of these signs and symbols laying around to show you that the devil is there and these workers are there too. So be conscious, people. Here's another look at the building once again, so you can get a better idea of what I was showing you, and you can see it clearly right here in this photo. So yeah, people, be aware of these buildings. They're satanists inside, satanic workers inside. Not all of them, but some of them is going to have that straight knowledge. And also be aware, people, they're going to have a surface level in these buildings, a ground level, yes, and they're going to have people underground as well. So be aware of that, and be aware that these buildings link up underground as well. So yeah, people, them high level satanic workers is underground, plotting on you, watching you, building a database on you. So there's going to be people inside these buildings who are going to be doing the dirty work, but they're not going to be fully aware of who they are working for. So be conscious of that, people. It's not no regular people who get to work inside these buildings. Be aware of that. Back here on the numerology calculator once again, you can see on the Chaldean pentagram equals 33. And I told you that the pentagon is a pentagram. So it's showing you that 33 right there for your Freemasonry, showing you that that building is under control by the Freemasons and they are plotting against you. Yes, people, here we are. You have their website here. They like to call themselves the Department of Defense. So you have your DD there for your 44, which is the number of destruction. So that's more signs and symbols for you. You can see the pentagon up there in the corner. And yeah, you see here, spotlight, taking care of our people. But what really is going on, people, is they're doing the opposite. They're not taking care of you. They're spying on you and putting disrespect towards your life. Here again, spotlight, China, military power report. They always love to talk about conflict between USA and Russia, USA and China. There is no conflict, people. These countries are all friends, linked hand to hand by Freemasonry. At the bottom, again, spotlight, support for Ukraine. Talking about this Ukraine hoax, yeah? Making you think there's a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. But it's just another hoax, people. You need to be conscious. There is no war going on. They are all friends through Freemasonry. They're just running a hoax, putting a show on the world stage. So be conscious that the Pentagon is not there for you. It is not there to take care of you. It is there to spy on you and destroy you and your future. One more thing to point out, and to make it obvious and known what is going on inside these buildings. So outside the Pentagon, you have here the 9/11 Pentagon Memorial, a 9/11 memorial. Now, why would they have a memorial right outside the Pentagon? The devil leaves his signs behind, people. Be aware of that. Here's another photo. So what have I been saying to you, people? I've been saying to you that the Pentagon and the workers of Satan inside these buildings are against you, and they are plotting against you. So as you should know already, 9/11 was an attack against the people, and it changed everybody's lives drastically, and it allowed them to put measures in place that they didn't have in place before. So be aware that 9/11 was an attack on the people's rights and an attack on the people's freedom by the USA government on the whole world, not just their own people, but restrictions were placed on the whole world and everything was changed up. So be aware that events like 9/11 and attack on the people were planned inside these buildings like the Pentagon. Yes, people, they plan these attacks on their own people because it's the workers of Satan who's inside these buildings, and that's what they do. And just plan so-called terrorist attacks. They also have the intelligence agencies inside these buildings, which are watching you, listening to you, yeah, making a database on you, paying attention to what you watch, yeah, building up an AI, an online personality on you. And that's what they're doing, people. So be conscious that they are listening to your calls, watching your Zoom calls, watching your Skype calls, watching everything you do on those apps, everything you do on the internet, how many people are going on those sites. Yeah, people, they're getting that data, they're storing it up, and they're spying on you. They plan these so-called terrorist attacks, and they do these wicked things in these buildings. So be aware that they are there and what they are doing inside these buildings. That's it for this video, people. Be aware, this is where they plan attacks for the people. Yes, people, nothing righteous coming out of these buildings. So be aware of them. Love and respect. Catch me in the next one.